Hey, Dr. Dustin here. Welcome to your workout of the week. This is Maximize Living Essential number 4. That's maximizing your oxygen and lean muscle. We're going to show you today how to get the most benefit out of your workouts when it comes to your hormones and getting the results in the shortest period of time. So what I need you to do right now is get your gym clothes on, put your gym shorts on, get your cell phone out because we're going to need a timer. If you're unable to make it to our workouts, which are Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 o'clock in our clinics, we're going to work out together right now. All right, so let me show you what the first workout of the week is going to look like. I'm going to run through the exercises, and then I'm going to explain to you the timing of those exercises so that you can get the best results for you. The key here isn't that you're going to outperform your friend or your neighbor. The key here is that you're going to outperform yourself, that you're going to push yourself to your maximum so that you get the best results. So the first exercise of this workout is called the Atlas pose. The second one's called Cubans. The third one's called bottom out push-ups. Then you're going to do pound the ground, then burpees, then chair dips. Then we're going to basically take a 2-minute break, and then we're going to do them all over again. So whether you're a beginner, we're going to have you do each different exercise for 30 seconds, or if you're more advanced, you can do each one for a minute. You're going to be able to get the results for your skill level. So let me go through and show you exactly what those individual exercises are. Okay, so your first exercise is called the Atlas pose. What you're going to do is basically get into a stance with your feet close together. You're going to squat down, sticking your back and your butt outwards, and you're going to bring your hands towards the ceiling with your palms up. Okay, you're going to hold that for 30 seconds, or you're going to hold that for a minute. So the important points to consider in this exercise are feet together. You're going to drop your hips back. You're going to keep your back flat, have your head and your eyes looking forward, and have your palms up with your arms extended. Okay, you're going to hold that for about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on your skill level. Okay, so the next exercise is called Cubans. Some people call these split squats. Basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing a lunge forward and drop your knee in and do a squat and then jump to the other side. So you're going to switch legs. Okay, so there's different, you're going to do this as in a rhythm. And you're going to be doing that for 30 seconds or a minute. You want to get your knee almost as close as you can to the ground. If you're a beginner, then you can do a step back lunge. Okay. Again, you're doing this for a minute or 30 seconds depending on your skill level. So the next exercise is called bottom out push-ups. So basically the name explains exactly what you're going to do. You're going to get up into a push-up stance. You're going to go all the way to the ground. Hands are shoulder width apart. Go all the way down to the bottom. So you're actually laying on the ground. Lift your hands up and then push back up. Okay. To make it a little bit easier, you can go up on your knees. Right? Again, 30 seconds to a minute. The next exercise is called pound the ground. So what you're going to do is basically clasp your hands. You're going to sit in this position, or you can bring your feet off the ground, or you can straighten the legs and point your toes up. And you're going to twist, rotate, pound the opposite side. Rotate back and forth, or your feet are on the ground. Or to make it much more difficult, you're going to straighten the legs into a pike position, toes up, and pound the ground. 30 seconds to a minute. So the next exercise is called squat thrust. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to jump, clap your hands above your head. You're going to go down to the push-up position, bring the legs back, then go back up to standing and jump. Okay, if you're a beginner, what you're going to do is basically you're just going to touch down and then stand up, and then clap, touch down, and clap 30 seconds or a minute. Okay, the next exercise is called chair dips, and I'm going to demonstrate the beginner version, then I'm going to demonstrate the advanced version, and just talk about a really important point when it comes to the dips. That's the beginner, and the key thing here when you're doing that is that you're bringing the arm all the way down to 90 degrees. Okay, you're not bringing the hips forward and going like this. You're literally dropping the butt down and the arms are going to 90 degrees. When the advanced version, basically you can just kick out the legs. Again, so that's the last exercise. What we're now going to need to do is you're going to rest for 2 minutes, then you're going to go through all those exercises again. It either makes it about a 7-minute workout or about a 14-minute workout. And that's your workout of the week. All right, Dr. Dustin here. This is your workout number 2 for this week, and I'm going to go through 2 different exercises that you're going to do. Again, the key with all these exercises is that you're going to your maximum output so that you get the maximum growth hormone and testosterone surge so that you can build muscle and you can also burn fat. The first part of this workout is called maximum push-ups. So what we're going to do is you're going to do as maximum many repetitions of push-ups that you can do in a minute. Then we're going to rest for a minute. Then you're going to do another minute of maximum push-ups, and then another minute of rest, and then a third set. You're going to fully max out, fully just exhaust all the fibers in those muscles and get that muscle all the way to fatigue. If you're a beginner, you can do it for 30 seconds with 30-second rest, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, times 3 sets. But for more advanced, you're going to be able to do this for a minute. I know I have some grandmothers in our office that can do this for a full minute. So I think that when you begin, you can push up to those higher levels as you progress. So let me demonstrate both of the exercises, and then you can get started. The first exercise is maximum push-ups. You're going to do is get in that push-up stance. That's arms shoulder width apart, palms facing forward. I want you to get in the most comfortable stance that you can. Feet are going backwards. You can either be on your toes or you can be on your knees. These are, again, for beginner and advanced. On the toes, for me, you're going to be going down all the way to the bottom and up. For maximum repetitions, as many reps as you can do in a minute. Keep going. You're going to fatigue at certain points. You just take about 4 seconds off, shake it out, and keep going. Again, you have your timer on right now, so you're timing it out to a minute. All the way out. And then once you're done, you're going to take about a minute rest, and then you're going to go through that 3 times through. Then you're going to take a 2-minute rest, and then we're going to go into our second exercise, and let me demonstrate what that is. So the next exercise is called leg raises. You can do this with a partner, or you can just do it against your couch or against the wall. But you're going to, in this case, what I've got here is just a wobble cushion that I used to do it on. You can do it on a pillow, or you can even just do it on the carpet. Basically, what you do is you get back onto your back. You're going to sit on it. If you have a partner, they're going to stand over top of your head. You're going to grab their ankles. But in this case, I'm going to grab the chair. And basically, you're going to bring your legs up to 90 degrees and all the way to the ground. Keep the legs straight, the toes pointed up. You can go to the side, other side, center. And you're actually going to do this exercise to about 30 or 40 repetitions. That should take you to failure. So you should get to a point where you can't do any more. Some people will go to failure at 10. Some people will go to failure at 20. Whichever the case is for you, what you're going to then do if you have a partner is switch up when your partner is going to go. Or if it's yourself, you're going to take about a minute rest. And then you're going to do a second set to failure. And then a third set, again, to failure. And you should obviously be able to do less repetitions. If you can do more repetitions, then it means that you weren't working as hard your first set. But the key here is to get all the core, the abdominals, rectus abdominis, and all those muscle fibers to failure. I guarantee you'll be sore in the morning the next day, which is a really good thing, because then the amazing great news is that your body's going to heal that back stronger. So those are your exercises. It's just 2 exercises on this second workout of the week. All right, Dr. Dustin here. Here's your third workout of the week. It's 2 parts, two different series. I'm going to start off with the first part. Basically, it's a set of squats in 4 different repetition sets, and then the second part's this kind of combination set that I came up with. But first, what I want to do is actually demonstrate what a proper squat should look like. So the squat is probably the most just poorly performed exercise in all of exercise, and so I want to demonstrate the proper form. Let me show you what an improper form would look like. Most people say I can't squat because I have bad knees, and the problem is you have bad knees because of the way you squat. So let me show you why that is. Most people will squat and they'll actually bring their knees forward like this and go down on their knees. That's actually an malperformed squat, and what it does is it's hard on the knees. It's actually biomechanically not sound for the legs as well. A properly performed squat, what you're going to actually do is initiate the movement by moving your hips backwards. So you actually drop your hips into the squat. Your knees don't even go past your toes. They actually stay in the same position if you see my knees. And basically you drop your butt. It's almost like you're dropping back just to like sit on the toilet. It's that motion. You're going to drop the knees back, You almost need to counterbalance by putting your hands forward. If you're doing this motion properly, you should almost fall backwards. So let me demonstrate the 4 different sets that we're going to do in this first part. What we're going to do is break the squat down into 3 motions. We're going to start off with the bottom half of the squat. So you're actually going to get into the half squat position. You're going to do the bottom half of the squat for a minute or for 30 seconds. And then you're going to rest for a minute or 30 seconds, depending on which one you're doing. And then the next motion is going to be the top half of the squat. So here's the top half of the squat. Okay, and then the third part of the motion is a full squat. Okay, and then the fourth motion to fatigue all those fibers is actually a jump squat. So you're actually going to go all the way to the bottom. You're going to jump, leave the ground with your feet. And we're going to be doing that again for a minute or 30 seconds for a beginner. And we're going to take a 2-minute break, and then we're going to go into the second exercise. Okay, so here's the last part of the series. Basically, it's a 3 different exercise series that you're going to do with either, again, a minute or a 30-second cadence. The first exercise is called Good Mornings. And basically, Good Mornings is actually an exercise for the hamstrings and for the low back. And again, very poorly executed, mostly exercise in the exercise world. So I want to just quickly demonstrate that as well. Basically, what we're going to do, you're going to get into your wide stance position. You're going to bend at the knees slightly. And what we're going to do here is actually break at the waist. You're going to break at the waist, keeping your back flat, and you're going to bring your chest forward over top of your toes. Come up. Some people actually I'd like to see is you put your hands behind your neck. This keeps the normal curves in your neck in place. So to perform this properly, we're going to keep that back flat. What I see a lot of people do when they do this exercise is they want to round their back like this when they do it. That's actually can be kind of dangerous to the low back. It also can be hard on the discs. So I want to make sure we have a flat back. When we're doing the exercise, you're going to feel it in your hamstrings and also somewhat in the muscles of your erectors, your low back. Okay, we're going to do that for a minute or 30 seconds. The second exercise is leg extensions. So you can actually do this on the ground or you can do it on a chair. Basically, you're going to get into the kneeling cat position and basically stick the leg back and in, straighten the back leg. And you're going to do that for 30 seconds, switch to the other leg, or 15 seconds and switch. And then the last exercise you're going to stand up, we're going to be doing is double unders and bunny hops. So it's 2-part hopping. First 30 seconds we're going to be doing is bring the knees up to your chest and hop, and the other part's on your toes. So I'm going to demonstrate them both. So the key with those 2 jumping exercises is the height that you get. You want to explode off the toes. You want to cushion your landing so it's very quiet on the ground. That's going to maximally recruit muscle fibers, and then you're going to obviously get your heart rate up. You're going to get your growth hormone level up, and then at the end of your exercises, the best part is because that's when all the healing starts, and you're going to just get the gains that you need to get.